Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your Astro Dice reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. Okay, kind of like tarot scoping, but done much differently. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, warm up the cards here for just a second. Okay, and let's get ready to roll those dice and see what's coming up over here. Best messages coming out. For July. Oh yeah, some Virgo energy coming out into the ninth house. Oops, into the ninth house. Oh, that's moved. Into the ninth house with some Neptune energy. Okay, so doing it Neptunian style over here. This is your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. So doing a lot of dream work right now. Right now is time to feel a little dreamy, getting into this, this new kind of season, whether you're in Australia or New Zealand and it's winter, or whether you're on, with everybody else and it's summertime. So however it is, it does feel like you're definitely in this kind of dreamy mode. What is it that I want, right? Could be manifesting, daydreaming, however. And using that Virgo energy, which is really going to be a grounding energy for you, which is very good. It'll keep you grounded, make you feel at peace and harmony within, within everything that's going on. Also, though, it's going to be the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So definitely it's like I'm dreaming, but I'm keeping myself very grounded with that earth energy, right? But it's going to be very humbling, right? It's like I'm going to work, right? I'm diligent in what I'm doing, but I'm not going to allow myself to get pulled up into the air, right, where my head's in the clouds. I'm actually going to ground this energy and keep it very realistic. You're not daydreaming about something that's far off and so hard to reach, right? You're actually going to make it to where it's something you can actually reach out and grab, something that's realistic at this time, not just looking at something that's magical, right? Something that, it's going to take a miracle to reach, right? No, you're saying the miracle here would be if I work this hard, I can have this, right? So it's something that's actually achievable. And going straight into the ninth house, which I do love, because that's saying with my, with my spirituality, and broadening my horizons of what it is, I can manifest this. I know how to get there. I know what I can do. It's going to be a long journey. The ninth house is about spiritual practices and understanding prayers and practice and manifesting and dreaming and all those things. But it's one of those things where it's like through this I can get there, right? So pretty much kind of like using your higher self in a lot of ways, but yet, like I said, it's achievable. So let's go ahead and get into the situation. The situation is going to take place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month when we're coming into the ninth house, right? You might even be on a long journey in itself, a spiritual journey, the awakening, the enlightenment, taking on those practices of manifesting, or, really getting into your practices of prayers, however it is, through that dreaming. It could even be just meditation, learning to really meditate on a situation. Over here it says there's a lot of passionate projects, but you had a lot of scattered energy at the beginning of the month. So your scattered energy is what can cause those frustrations, right? So it's saying in the Neptune, I am dreaming of these things and fantasizing, and there's a lot of illusions and stuff, but there is also a lot of stress and impatience, and that feels like where the ninth house is really going to come into play to remove that scattered energy as you calm yourself. I'm not allowing that to get ahead of you. So there could even be a little bit of greed on your side, or a little bit of stubbornness in the very beginning because it's kind of like, but this is what I want. So you might even feel you're a little obsessed about the situation. And I think it's because that Virgo energy coming in, and that's crazy because you have the King of Pentacles coming in, which is another earth energy, Taurian energy coming in, but it's still saying that there's that grounded thing. But you have to understand, if you're scattering energy, right, and you're using that impatience, that's going to cause this obsessed. You might feel like maybe you're over manifesting, over praying in some ways, right? Just like can't let it go. So it is showing that, you know, it's going to hurt a little if you don't slow down a little bit. You're actually pushing yourself more away from the goal than you are pushing yourself towards the goal, because you're scattering this energy. Okay, so Spirit says, no, I need you to really get into your spiritual side and really plan for what it is you truly want. When you're fantasizing, I want you to be humbled about the situation. And a lot of times we do that. We, you know, and even if we're really close too, right? If you really are close to achieving a goal, you might become a little more obsessed. You know, sometimes we overwork, right? Instead of just do what we need to do, right? So, right, it's one of those things where you're pulling too hard, right, on a situation. I mean, you literally, like the obsessed mind of all day long, like, you know, I need this, and it's like every time you have a peaceful moment, you're like, I got this, I need to do this, I need that, it's there, I got this, and it's supposed to be manifest, and let it go. That way the universe has the, you know, God has the way of doing it for you. But within the ninth house, it's like you're pushing yourself more away from the transformation than of the dream coming in, right? And that's why it feels like there's delays. It feels like, why is it not coming in? Well, settle the mind, right? Let it give it time. There's too much impatience. Impatience just causes obsession. So it's kind of like self-sabotage, right? So it's saying over here, yes, you might even be feeling like I was going to give up the dream because now I might be feeling a little lack of confidence towards a situation, right? Because it's becoming more overwhelming to try to get this going, right? Because why does it feel like it's so far away? Yeah. So what it is you need to accept that everything is going the way it's supposed to be going. You just need to back up. You need to back up from that situation. See, the Two of Cups is behind you. You just need to back up, right? Back up. Don't worry about it so much. Don't let it consume you. You're allowing it to consume you. That fantasy, that illusion, that yearning, right, is becoming obsessive. So you want to back up a little bit. You have the King of Swords over here that says, yes, you need to become more disciplined within the situation where you feel more like things are more reliable, becoming your own sage. Now that's awesome because it's in the ninth house, meaning that you are your own guru in your own way. You are your own sage. You have your own advice through your own higher self. So by backing up, you're saying, I'm taking the discipline and the mental clarity to understand that my obsessiveness and trying to get to something and overthinking the situation, right? Or maybe you're even overthinking the situation as well. Trying to take new paths, trying to do this, trying to bring something in, which is still showing obsession to get somewhere. You need to really ground yourself and become more disciplined in that situation. That Virgo will really help you. Okay, so right now that's kind of where it's leading to. Okay, so you're going to actually be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I am a little OCD about this situation because it's been a long time coming, or I know it's right there and I'm trying so hard, but it's saying just back up. Okay, let it go for a little while. So going straight into the mid-month. There's still delays and frustration. It's like it's holding off. It's not, there's like this lack of, it's not so much a missed opportunity. See, we don't really see, it's like the card of missed opportunity, but it's saying you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Knight of Swords. So it's saying you don't really have the missed opportunity. You might start seeing it as a missed opportunity because you're still frustrated, right? It's like, okay, so I back up, right? Let's say like, this is the beginning of the month, we'll say like on the 8th or something, right? I back up. And I start just letting the reins loose, right? I'm not thinking about it. I've overcome, right, my overwhelmness and my over control, and giving it different kinds of authority, right? Giving the authority where it needs to be. Since you're 100% not 100% in control of the situation, right? You're just kind of there. So it says that it's causing kind of like by, we'll say the 15th, right? Because we're in the mid-month. It's going to cause this panic, right? Oh my God, I gave the reins over. Why? Why? So then all of a sudden you're going to be fast thinking, and it says you're driven to succeed. So you're going to take those reins back. There's going to be ups and downs to the situation. There's still patience that's needed. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, so it is also, it's really about patience over here, and the ups and downs of how the wheel is going. It's kind of like, the Wheel of Fortune is a very beautiful card because it says whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that's what it is. It's kind of like, okay, well, maybe you let down too much reins, but you have to, or it's just straight up impatient. We're gonna look and see. Causing your own tower. It's like your own suffering. Feeling like things are collapsing around you instead of picking up the pace. But it says that that's happening. Okay. It says that's happening because it's meant to happen. Okay. Because the Wheel of Fortune is an inevitable destiny and fate anyways. Okay, so I see where it is. So it's saying it has to be that way. So when you start feeling like things are starting to collapse within yourself or around you, and you feel like, oh my God, this is a missed opportunity. This is getting worse. This is not going the way it's supposed to go that way. That's what you were supposed to do to let go of the reins. Because remember what it is it's saying, pretty much what it's saying is by you letting go of the reins, you made room. You're making room for something new to come in, right? When you let go of something, you're allowing something to come in. So now all of a sudden in the mid-month, you feel like, oh my God, things around me are collapsing. Things are getting worse. Things are not going, but it has to. Because it's making the new beginning with the Fool. Okay, so you're going to get in there and you're going to try to take the reins back, but they're saying, hold off. This is making room for what's coming in. It's the way it's supposed to be. You're overreacting. You're overreacting to the situation, right? And remember, there's always an action time, right? So it's pretty much saying, I'm testing you. This is a test, too. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the end of the month. The Knight of Pentacles. So everything's going to start really slowing down and becoming more steady. You're going to really learn to learn to pace yourself, when it comes to work, right? You're going to realize that, sometimes working hard is not working smart, right? I'm going to kind of figure that out, though, with the King of Swords up there when you kind of let go of the reins, though. For a lot of you, it's hard work brings in productivity, but holding on to the reins sometimes and overworking doesn't bring in the overall success, right? That just causes stress, obsession. So you have after this Tower moment, you're definitely going to find the growth. And you're really going to find the good investments. You're going to find that things are definitely changing as you're taking kind of quantum leap towards this new area of your life. You might even find new routines that are better as you are stressing down, right? Yeah, no more negative talk, no more hurts and pains or negative anything. Everything's going to start flowing more into a optimistic way for you. So anything that was pessimistic is going to feel like those feelings and those thoughts of all those things are going to start transitioning away. Okay, as you realize that after this Tower and this Wheel of Fortune really starts changing in your favor, for your future, you're going to realize that things are different. You're going to feel like you are traveling a different path, and it's going to be more energetic. You're going to realize that you can leave those behind, those old feelings, even though, this was rough in the mid-month, but you're going to find yourself kind of fresh and new as you're discovering these new ways of doing things. Like I said, you might take on new routines of doing things so that you don't feel so stressed out or feel like you have to be so obsessed to, only think of this and that, right? Or that this and that is the only thing that works, and then you're going to find that those don't work, right? That's why we're going to slow down a little bit, and you're going to start finding that financial growth starting to come towards you, or friendships, or whatever it is that you're looking at, right? That you're really praying on to come together, whatever, or recovery, right? Really moving towards the 10 of Cups. Yeah. Reflecting on the financial opportunities and skill developments, finding new desires that are different from the desires you had before, because it really does feel like in the beginning of the month, the desire became more obsessive, which then therefore became more of a self-sabotage, because when we become obsessive, it's like, this is the only thing that I want, it's the only thing I'm dreaming of, but then we give ourselves mental blockages, and it actually disturbs, like I said, and fragments that energy. So now you're reforming that energy after this tower happens to become more reliable in what it is you want, and then you're going to start feeling that desire in a different area because of the 10 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, and you'll start seeing news come in, and you'll start seeing things really start gathering together in a different way, as you are definitely changing that around. You're not going to feel so distant from other people. You're not going to feel like you lost your way. Everything, right, is going to start coming back together. With the 10 of Pentacles over here, it's, yes, finding that long-term success. You're going to have that kind of aha moment, and finally feeling like, you know, things are really traveling where I want them to travel on my new path. So it's been a long journey, and you're getting a new journey, the Fool's journey, right? And really starting that up. But this is going to give you a different kind of determination, because it's going to bring in that new passion, right? Because when we start becoming obsessed over something, we kind of, like I said before, the energy starts changing, and we start losing the passion because we just want. Because we've been working so hard. But this is going to allow you to get rid of that, and really push you back where you're supposed to be, instead of pushing you away from the path. It's putting you literally on a new path. Literally, because they're saying that path that you were on is not working. And that does not mean that you're changing jobs, right? If you own a business, that does not mean you're just going to give up your business and start a new business. No. It's giving you new routines. It's giving you new ideas. It's giving you, you know, and that's what it is. It's just rerouting things for you, right? There's, like I said, there's no reason to have to, you're going to hustle and bustle no matter what, because we have to take actions. Everything in life is going to be hard. That's not the point. It's not saying, oh, things are going to be so much better. No, it just means that things will slow down, so that way you can actually think and regather that energy. And this is going to give you more willpower, and you're going to feel stronger in the end, because you're going to feel like there's some kind of victory going on here. I came out of this tower, but I'm not dead, right? Wheel of Fortune says whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I need you to do this, right? I'm going to test you to do this, or I'm going to make this leave so that you have more room. However it is, you'll know when the time comes, what it is. But the thing is this is now where you take a control, but it's not the control that you were doing before, right? It's a different kind of control. And it's also allowing the universe to have a little more control, right? Without you feeling like you have to do everything, right? This is saying, whoa, slow down. Slow down, because you know what? You're just taking it way overboard. Getting to the 10 of Cups doesn't have to be that, right? You still want the fulfillment. You still want the passion. It shouldn't take away. Getting to the 10 of Cups and getting to your dreams and desires shouldn't take away your desires, and it shouldn't overwhelm you to the point to where you're just like, throw in the towel, I hate the world. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that way. It should be still full of willpower, strength, and determination, right? That's when we realize we're worn and torn, right? So this is just going to change that inner, like I said, it's going to feel like you guys quantum leaped. You're definitely waking up and like the sun is brighter than it was yesterday, right? Oh yeah, because see, you're becoming emperor. So you're going to go straight into emperor mode. You understand the structure. You understand the rules. You have the 9th house. You're saying, I get the universal rules now. I understand the universe, how the universe is working. I understand how the dream is going to be done. I understand the manifestation and the prayer. I was trying to take too much reign as the emperor then, but I was being upside down about the situation. I was saying it's, I'm domineering. But when you're upside down, that just means you're going to get reckless about the situation and stubborn. But we've seen that over here too, the stubborn, reckless, behavior, which ends up a type of energy corruption, right? Corrupting the energy. So very nice, my friends. You guys are on the way. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.